Hey guys, this is C-Moe from C-Moe Builds, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars Set 7749 Echo Base. This set contains 155 pieces and appears in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This set was released in 2009. Let's look at the minifigs. Here are the 3 different minifigures included in the set. There are 2 snowtroopers and 2 rebel soldiers, but they're both duplicates of the ones that I'm showing you right now. So on the left is the snowtrooper, in the middle is the rebel soldier, and on the right is Han Solo in his Hoth Echo parka. So the snowtrooper is very basic. This is the old version with the more, I guess, spherical head, or more helmet. The new ones are a lot more flat. If you have the new Hoth Attack or Assault on Hoth, you'll know what I'm talking about. But pretty much not. There really isn't much detail on the torso. There's nothing on the back, and he does have a printed-on backpack onto his helmet piece, and he does have a regular black head underneath. The Rebel Soldier, he pretty much has the old smiley face that every white minifigure had back in the day, and both do have a blaster, forgot to mention that. He has white legs and a, looks like beige torso with lots of detailing on it, and the goggles on his helmet can come down. He also does have a backpack on the back. And Han Solo is in his Hoth parka. He looks pretty nice. He has his typical pants just in a lighter fashion, and he does have his binoculars in his hand. He has a blue torso and helmet piece, which isn't actually a helmet, it's just the hood to a parka. And he has his traditional face. He doesn't include a weapon, but like I said, he does have his binoculars. And on the torso, it does look like he has a printed water canteen on it. Alright, so now let's look at the Tauntaun. So here is the large figure of the set, if you want to call it that. This is the Tauntaun. So it's pretty much all gray with a brown saddle, and the thing in his mouth, I don't really know what to call it, because I looked in the visual dictionary and I couldn't find anything on it, so I'm just going to call it a leash. And he also does have 2 horns that are on the sides of his head. Those do attach. He does have movable arms and claws on the end that can actually grab stuff like a weapon, lightsaber, anything that's like the same width as one of those. And he also does have feet that can stick on studs but cannot move, and his tail also cannot move. Figures, unfortunately, do have to stand on it instead of sitting. And there are also 2 hooks on the sides of the saddle that you can put a blaster, lightsaber, anything you really want that can fit. Alright, now let's look at the Snowtrooper's weapon. Here is the Snowtrooper's only weapon, besides their blasters, of course. This is the Heavy Repeating Blaster, or otherwise known as the E-Web Blaster. This is a very basic build that allows for one minifigure to be attached to the, I guess, handle on the back. It also is a power box with a cord leading into it, providing it power, and it is a very basic build. There also is a clear stand piece on it that keeps it up, and there are antennas that, I guess, they move, which kind of makes it unfortunate, because it can lean one way. Like, if it leans one way, then it's going to be sticking up. It's not going to look right, but I guess they do. If it's just sitting there, it does its job. So that's pretty much it for this. Very basic build, but does its job and provides the Snowtrooper with an opportunity to win this battle. Alright, now let's look at the base itself. So here is the Rebels base. This is pretty much just a trench with an anti-infantry laser battery on it. That's what this is called. I've also heard of it being called a D.9 or DF.9 or something like that turret, which they come in a lot of sets, but this is a unique design to only this set. But that's enough on that turret, and we'll show you in a little bit. So if you start here on the back of the turret, there is a little spot for Rebels to stand on. And let me go get a Rebel really quick. So if I were to stand him up here, let's just say he's trying to shoot, there is a play feature here, and its, I guess, intention is if you're battling an AT-AT that you got from another set or something, and say it shoots the bunker, what you can do is just press on this white piece right here, and it sends the Rebel troopers flying. Kind of have to put some force onto it, but if you do that for a second or 2, it'll fly up, and it looks pretty nice if you have multiple minifigures doing that. It can actually only hold 2, as you can see there, but it definitely does look pretty cool. Now, the one thing I don't really like about this is these tan pieces here. I think they could have easily been implemented with white, but the tan I just don't think does the job, because sand wouldn't really make sense here. But this tube does lead. Actually, there's no power source over here. I don't really understand that. It's just kind of going into the snow. But then it also goes into the anti-infantry battery, whatever, laser battery. And right here, this is a little bucket that you can put anything in. If you want to put Han Solo's, I guess, binoculars in, you can go for it. It also does have a snow, I guess, flat piece that you can put on top of it. There are also some little triangular pieces here that just show bits and details of snow. This right here can also detach, and you can put it anywhere you want if you want it to be over here. But unfortunately, this kind of makes it like if you want to make it straight, it just won't allow it. So putting it there is what you want to do for that. This right here can open up, and you can put a minifigure inside of it if you want. Or what I like to do better is you can lift the top here, the hatch, and you can sit somebody down right there. This right here doesn't do anything, it's just for detail, but these right here are flick fire missiles. But let me tell you, these are some of the weakest flick fire missiles I have in my entire collection. They barely do anything, even if you push this down with force, which is how you activate them. Like, seriously, I just pushed it all the way in, and they fell, what, not even an inch away from it? Like, you really can't do any real shooting with this. Like, good luck hitting anything with this, but I guess it looks good, but I don't really think that it does what it's supposed to do. I'll try it again. Like, see, it just doesn't do anything. It's not nearly what it should be, in my opinion, but it's fine, I guess, considering I don't really care for flip fire missiles to begin with. So that's pretty much it for this little base with the, I guess, turret right here. And let's jump to the conclusion. So this was a pretty good set for 2009, but was pretty much remade in 2016 with the new Hoth attack set. It just doesn't include a Tauntaun, but instead is replaced with one of Darth Vader's probe droids. So if you haven't gotten this set already, you can probably get it on Bricklink for around $20 to $30, maybe box new. So that's it for this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.